Friends, the stock market is not our friend. It's more like that neighbor with the leaf blower at 7 a.m. on a Saturday. Loud, disruptive, and prone to sudden, inexplicable tantrums. Lately it's been throwing a real humdinger. The Dow, the S&P 500, the Nasdaq, all down. Way down. It's enough to make even the most seasoned investor consider investing in a weighted blanket and a year's supply of Xanax. One word: tariffs. Remember those? President Trump seems to think they're the economic equivalent of a Twitter feud, something you lob at other countries when you're feeling feisty. But these tariffs, my friends, are no laughing matter. They're like a tax on American businesses and consumers, and they're wreaking havoc across industries. Remember when we used to get cheap steel from Canada? Those days are gone, baby, gone. The same goes for all sorts of goods from China. The president slapped tariffs on $200 billion worth of Chinese stuff. That's a lot of stuff. And who's paying for it? You are, and me. Well, maybe not me. I have a good accountant, but you get the point. These trade wars, they're not easy to win. In fact, they're not meant to be won. They're just supposed to make everyone miserable. And boy, are they doing a good job of that. The stock market is tanking, businesses are freaking out, and economists are using words like recession and downturn, and oh God, we're all doomed. Okay, so the stock market is freaking out. But what about the actual economy? Is it as bad as all that? Well, the news isn't great, folks. It's like finding out your favorite band is back together. But only for one night, and they're only playing their worst album. The economy grew pretty well at the end of last year. Jobs were being created faster than you could say tax cut for the wealthy. But lately, not so much. Consumer spending is down. Business investment is down. Even consumer confidence, that stalwart measure of American optimism, is down. It's like everyone suddenly realized they're wearing Crocs in public. Not a good look. And then there's the GDP, the gross domestic product. It's like the economy's report card. And guess what? It's not getting straight A's anymore. In fact, some economists are predicting that the GDP actually shrank in the first 3 months of this year. That's right, shrank. Like a wool sweater in the wash, or my retirement savings after a visit to Las Vegas. So, are we headed for a recession? It's the question on everyone's mind, like what is the meaning of life, or why is there a channel dedicated entirely to showing people buying storage lockers? The experts, those soothsayers of the financial world, are divided. Some say a recession is inevitable, like death, taxes, and the eventual cancellation of your favorite TV show. Others say we're just experiencing a little turbulence, a bump in the road on the way to continued economic prosperity, like hitting a pothole while driving a solid gold Lamborghini. One thing's for sure, uncertainty is the name of the game. And uncertainty, my friends, is bad for business. It makes companies nervous, it makes investors jittery, it makes consumers want to hoard canned goods and bottled water in their basements. So, what's being done about all this economic uncertainty? Well, the Federal Reserve, those guardians of the economy, are considering cutting interest rates. It's like giving the economy a stiff drink, or maybe a double. But there's a problem. Cutting interest rates could lead to inflation. And inflation, as we all know, is bad. It's like that friend who always eats the last slice of pizza, or the airline that charges you extra for your carry-on bag. Meanwhile, President Trump is, well, he's being President Trump. He's downplaying the risk of a recession, calling it a transition. He's blaming the media for all the negative news. He's tweeting up a storm. In other words, he's doing everything he can to make the situation worse. So, there you have it, folks. The economy is teetering on the brink, the experts are divided, and the president is, well, he's the president. Buckle up, Buttercup. It's going to be a bumpy ride.